The evolution of medieval armor reflects a continuous adaptation to changing warfare, technology, and social structures across roughly 1,000 years, from the early Middle Ages to the dawn of the Renaissance. In the early medieval period, armor was relatively simple and heavily influenced by Roman and Germanic traditions. Warriors typically wore chainmail, also known as mail or hauberk, which consisted of interlinked metal rings forming a flexible but durable protective layer. This type of armor provided effective defense against slashing attacks, which were common in close combat, but it was less effective against blunt force or piercing weapons, such as arrows or spears. As feudal societies developed and mounted warfare became more prominent, particularly with the rise of heavily armed cavalry like knights, armor had to evolve to provide greater protection without excessively compromising mobility. By the High Middle Ages, around the 12th and 13th centuries, chainmail had become more widespread and sophisticated, often covering the entire body, including coifs for the head and chausses for the legs, while additional padding garments such as gambesons were worn underneath to absorb impact and reduce injury. The increasing use of more powerful weapons, such as crossbows and later longbows, exposed the limitations of mail armor, prompting experimentation with supplementary protection. This led to the gradual introduction of plate elements, initially as reinforcements sewn or strapped over mail in vulnerable areas like the chest, elbows, and knees. Over time, these plates grew larger and more integrated, culminating in the development of full plate armor during the 14th and 15th centuries. Full plate armor represented a technological peak, combining articulated steel plates designed to deflect blows and distribute force, while still allowing a surprising degree of flexibility through carefully engineered joints. Contrary to popular belief, such armor was not excessively heavy. It was well-balanced and tailored to the wearer, enabling trained knights to move, fight, and even mount horses with relative ease. The design also reflected an understanding of biomechanics and combat needs, with features like fluting to strengthen plates and angled surfaces to deflect strikes. Armor evolution was also closely tied to changes in battlefield tactics and the growing importance of infantry. As professional armies and mercenaries became more common, armor diversified to suit different roles and economic means, ranging from simple brigandines, jackets reinforced with small metal plates, to more elaborate harnesses worn by elite warriors. However, by the late medieval period, the widespread use of gunpowder weapons, particularly firearms, began to render even the best plate armor increasingly obsolete. Armorers attempted to counter this by thickening plates and producing proofed armor tested against gunshots, but this significantly increased weight and reduced practicality. Eventually, the balance shifted in favor of mobility and firearms, leading to the gradual decline of full-body armor. By the 16th century, armor was often reduced to partial protection, such as breastplates and helmets, marking the transition from medieval to early modern warfare. Overall, the evolution of medieval armor illustrates a dynamic interplay between offense and defense, where each technological advance in weaponry drove innovation in protection, shaping not only the appearance of warriors, but also the very nature of combat itself.